Okay, we're going to start with some of our games to begin with, okay? So the first game, we've got 30 seconds, guys. All you're trying to do is dive in between your partner's legs and get to this position here, where you underhook both legs and my knees are inside his legs, okay? So anything else where if he's using his hands to stop me coming in, okay, and I get stuck here, or I go to dive and his feet come inside, okay, that doesn't count, okay? But you can come to here and then carry on trying to pummel in between, and that would be a win for me. Okay, so you're not going to stack them up yet, lift the legs in any other way. Okay, you're literally just trying to get to that position, but it's got to be clear that him having his feet in between my legs will frame him and pushing me too far away. Make sense, guys? 30-second rounds. One partner. This time what we're going to do, we're going to start from this position, okay? So we're just going to carry on from where we left off. So we're going to be here like this, with the double unders. My job now is to stack him up onto his shoulders, okay? So as soon as I say go, he's gonna try and stop me, and my goal now is to stack him all the way up and get my hips underneath his lower back here like this, okay? Once I get to this position and I've stacked him, that's it, I win, okay? So what he's trying to do, he can use his hands again to push me away. He can straighten his legs and go heavy here, okay? So he's trying to stop me stacking him up here like this, okay? Again, it's 30 seconds, as many times as you can, running them up to here and getting to this position. Just be careful about putting the weight onto someone's neck, straight down the middle. Obviously, if you are falling forwards or anything, just let him go over his shoulder to survive it, okay? Let's go again, guys, 30-second round. So we managed to stack him up. So we're here, guys, yeah? So make sure you're on the hips. Yeah, that's not the same, not even close to being the same. We're gonna go over the techniques, the technical parts of this after this one, okay? So we're starting from here. Again, I get to say go, and all I'm looking to do is pass around and end up chest to chest, any form of that. So he's stacked up here like this. He can be trying to defend by rolling back over his shoulder to here. That's a win for him. He frames on me, stops me coming around for the whole 30 seconds, okay? Or if I go too early and just throw his legs like this, and he survives it in any way, again, that's the win for him, okay? So he starts me in stacked position, I say go, he starts defending it. I'm looking to be heavy, work my way in, chest to chest, that's a win for me. Okay, guys, let's go with that. 30-second rounds again. Just setting this up and finishing it all the way through. So he can start from seated position. So I'm gonna come down nice and low, okay? So I'm staying on my feet, but my knees are bent to here. What I'm looking to do is get both my arms between his legs, but I wanna preempt the fact that he might try and get his butterfly hooks as I'm coming in, okay? So I don't wanna get stuck here like this, okay? So from this position, I just keep my elbows flared to stop him coming in, and I go one knee in, use my head to push him down, and step the second knee in to get to here, okay? Again, like if I do come to here, he's obviously gonna be trying to make it hard for me. If he does pummel his feet inside, okay, I've made a bit of a mistake here. I'm just gonna go wide again with my elbow, pummel one side in, kick one back, and I'm in again, okay? So you can still recover it if you do get caught in that butterfly position. Once we're here, don't worry too much about getting your hands together here, okay, and trying to pinch. I'm not trying to pinch the legs together, I'm trying to raise the hips, okay? So from here, I'm scooping, so I lift, I start coming up to my feet, and I run, and drop my hips here like this. Okay, so I'm well under his hips, you can see that, okay? So once we're here, I go to the opposite shoulder, and probably the biggest detail is supporting the hip, okay? Because the way this goes wrong, two main reasons this goes wrong, is he gets to drop his hips to the floor, like this, so now I can no longer pick his hips up, or he starts backwards rolling, okay, over his shoulder, and he survives it that way. Maybe he comes up and starts to reshoot from here, okay? So I'm not trying to let him off in any way. So once we've got him in this position where I'm underneath the hips, I'm grabbing hold of the shoulder, I'm holding the hip. So if he tries to backward roll, I'm pulling him back towards me. If he tries to drop his hips, I'm lifting him off the floor with my hand, okay? Now he's gonna try and post on my hip. So I pummel my knee inside, so as I start to think about passing, I'm gonna staple his bicep here like this. You can be putting pressure on with the bread cutter as well, across the neck. But what I'm looking to do now, guys, I'd never throw the legs. I just keep driving my chest into the space here like this until we're chest to chest. And because I've stapled this side, I can guarantee he's gonna wanna turn that far arm into me, okay? So I just make sure that I win the underhook here, okay? So even if he's trying to pummel it this way, just make sure you win that there, okay? From here, the way we're getting easy finish off of this, I'm gonna use my underhook. I go to just before I get to the elbow here, and I start walking it out, and I pinch my shoulder into my ear like this, okay? So it's very difficult for him. If I stay here in the armpit, so he can hide it behind me, and I don't have to start switching my hands, so I flare my elbow, pinch my shoulder to my ear like this. So if he tries to hide it back by his hip again, he can't do it. From here, I straight armbar. The only way he can hide away from the straight armbar now is I straighten it, he comes this way, I get my Americana. As soon as we're here, I suck everything into here, and we finish the Americana. Okay? So again, all the way through. So he's sitting up. So I start on my feet like this, but I'm bent knees. So I come in, one knee, push with my head to here, pick him up. I go to the shoulder and I'm supporting the hip. Pull my knee in to beat his stiff arm. And I go chest to chest, until eventually we're here and I beat the underhook, win that position there. And then to finish him off, he can't turn into me because this underhook, he can't turn away from me because of the staple. I just flare my elbow, pinch my shoulder to my ear, and if I catch the wrist here, that's great. If he feels it coming and he tries to survive it by hiding it, he comes straight into the Americana here. Okay, so just do one more time all the way through. Okay guys? Yeah, would everyone fall asleep?
Then do the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Good position now, okay? So we're in half guard. We're gonna go from here. So using the single underhook, over unders, double unders, they all kind of go together, okay? All hand in hand. So we start from this position. He's got a knee shield. This is for whenever his knee shield comes a little bit high like this, okay? If it's not high like this, I squash it down, okay? Or I start to lace it here. He'll open his knee up. I just pummel inside the ankle and we get to here, okay? We're gonna start with the single underhook passing first. So I'll get it onto my shoulder. I'm gonna pummel my foot inside here like this, okay? So I'm starting to free myself up from the half guard. Then the important place that I'm gonna start from to pass is to step up, staple a little bit higher across his bottom leg, and I just start to press my knee into his hip here. So it starts to take some of the slack out of his leg, okay? And then all we're gonna do from here, guys, is keep putting pressure towards his head like this, okay? And what's gonna happen is eventually he won't like this pressure and yeah, he'll wanna get it off, okay? But not too soon, okay? So usually what I do is I start reaching for the head, bringing his head to his knee, and I just turn out a little bit to let him start to release it. It pops off and we're chest to chest again, okay? There should be a lot of pressure there. If he is trying to keep his hand on my hip again, as I start to come around, either I roll my hip onto his fingers, okay, so it becomes a wrist lock and he has to give up the position, or we just start to get the knee up higher again and we're just here, and as this pops off, we cut across again and staple the bicep, okay? But for the most part, because he's starting to turn a little bit here, he's probably gonna wanna try and maybe press his leg into here like this, okay? So he stops himself getting folded up altogether. So a lot of the time as we pass, we're gonna end up more chest to chest with this arm starting to come in front a little bit, okay? So, again, we're gonna be here. So the knee is high, so I pummel, and then move up onto the hip like this. I grab the head, pull it to the knee, and I just keep pressing my shoulder towards him. I'm being quite nice to Brad. Obviously, this was a competition. I'd really want to turn the screw on this a little bit, okay, and keep him squared up as long as possible. But, you know, I start to give him a way out, basically. But I don't let him take it too soon. Yeah, I don't want it to be here, and he decides to jump the gun so that he's got space, okay? So I press, and when I'm ready to go chest to chest here like this, looks like that. Okay, and I'm either sliding my hip inside the armpit like that, cutting across, or if he brings the elbow in to stop any of those, I take the back here like this, or start looking for the back. Okay, let's go with that one, guys. Okay, so passing from the single underhook, starting from the knee shield. I'm going to do a couple of options for the knee shield. Okay, so we get to here again, and I pummel inside. This time what's going to happen, as I start coming up to here and looking to grab the head and pass, what he will do is frame away and start to bring his bottom leg back up again. So this type of thing happens, okay? So as the hip starts to raise, I just reach for the hip, stack him back up again and switch my hand across to the shoulder. Yeah, and you're back where you want to be again. Slice on across, come into here and finish in chest to chest. So again, I'll just show us one more time, guys. You can try it straight away. So we're here, pummel, come inside, get to that same starting position again. So I start to put some pressure on here, but his hips start to come up like this to try and get his feet back towards my chest. So I switch across to the shoulder and grab the hip. But look, again, I don't want his hips to be low here. They've started to come up. I'm going to continue to pull them up. So we're back to this stacking position again. You can see I've already kept my knee tight. Okay, so that's come through straight away anyway. And you're going to continue passing from here. Okay, so let's have a quick go at that one, guys. Kind of group of moves off here. So what we're going to do, I come to here again. Okay, so I start working my single underhook position. So as I start shifting across like this, he's going to take it off my shoulder. Okay, and he's going to go heavy with his heel again. So he's making it really difficult for me now to get to that starting position. As soon as it gets heavy on this side of his body, I'm just going to dive through and do back step pass. Okay, so again, we're trying to set up our position. Okay, so I get my underhook to here, and I may not even get it on my shoulder from the beginning. Okay, but let's just say for now I do. So I get to here, so I'm thinking, okay, here I go. I'm going to start setting this position up, and it either slides off or I never manage to get it up off the crook of my elbow. So he's going heavy this way. So I'm trying to pass this way as much as I can, but he's forcing it so much this way. Think of that full circle. I'm going to come this way. Okay, so he's driving his leg down. I just dive through. You can either go under the head, over the head. It's up to you. Just make sure you don't end up with your arm trapped between his legs. Okay, so either pull it straight out here, or if it does get trapped, you always make sure you're hiding your chin down low so he can't push me into reverse triangles. Usually what I do if I'm here is get my knee to his stomach, drive it in, and then just pull my arm back out. Okay, guys, simple one. Yeah, let's go that one, guys. But we're going to go back to this starting position that we did for the double unders. And as I dive in here like this and put him onto his back, again, it gets, as I start trying to stack him up, he goes heavy on the crooks of my elbows like this, so I never quite get the stack. So all I do is, as he's pushing me back, I go back with him, and I put one knee in the middle like this, okay? On that same side, my hand comes over the top, and I make sure I fall with that ankle into the crook of the knee like this. And I just reap over the top here like this, look for my triangle, allow the leg to come out so I can start working my heel hook, okay? And if I can keep hold of this, it makes it really difficult for him to start counter leg locking me. Okay, what a lot of guys want is to dig that one out so he can have a little nibble on my foot as well. Okay, but I don't want that. Okay, I want bullying leg lock positions. Okay, so I want to be in a position where he's not got any kind of bite on me. Okay, so if I can keep hold of this as well, I will do. And then what I'm looking to do to finish is stretch the toes as much as possible, raise the heel as high as I can here like this, and then I just join my bicep to my hand to finish. Okay, so I keep the toes down, heel high to finish there. The other thing you can add into this, if he does start trying to bring his knee to his chest, okay, to release that, I go to a push, okay? It is a double under session, so I'm not gonna work too much on the leg lock finish, but if I can stretch him out here from this, okay, I can keep him here because his hips are now very inflexible, and I could just work my heel hook again like this, okay? So one more time quickly on the setup, okay? So we're diving here like this. He starts pushing away as I'm trying to come up. I get my knee inside, lace my legs together, and we can start working onto our heel hook from here. All right, guys, give that one a try. We'll put everything together to finish the session off. Let's go. Okay, so if I dive into here like this, and he starts pushing me back from the start, you can start attacking your leg locks off of it. Okay? If I get to here, and he allows me to stack him all the way up, we're just going straight into our double unders pass. If he tries to pick a side to defend, so if I start coming into here, and yeah, something like this happens where one leg stays low and one is high, we come to here again, okay? And then I'm either passing this way, or if he stops me passing that side, I dive back through the other way, okay? And that's how everything goes together. If you want to practice it from here as well, you can do. So from the knee shield, pummeling back in, and everything works the same from here. Okay, so again, if he lets me pass this way, I will do. If he doesn't, I pass this way. And if he's trying to keep somewhere in the middle, and as I put the pressure on, his hips start coming up, we're back to here again. And we pass chest to chest. Okay, so a few minutes, guys, just playing with all that together. Okay, so you can go one for one, just trying to slot it all together. Okay, let's go.